Matt Nagy, new quarterback in this game 2 years ago. What are your emotions right now? Well, they're going strong right now. I'm really excited.
She got a lions in her heart, a fire in her soul. She's got a beast in his belly that's so hard to control. Cause they're taking too much hits, they go blow, blow. I'm lying, I stand back, watching it slow, 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 slow. Well, you've been fighting for it all your life. You've been struggling to make this right. That's how superhumans fly. You've been fighting for it all your life. You've been working every day and night. That's how superhumans fly. Keep struggling to make things right. That's how
We did it, baby! No, we did! 1-0 this week! We did it!
Awesome, man. Let's get started tonight. As we obviously Tampa football is right now, the fever is very high with the Bucks in the Super Bowl.
Yes,
What's
sir.
going to be something how are you going to hopefully capitalize on that football fever and bring it into the spring for the Tornadoes?
Well, honestly, man, we kind of started that process about 9-10 months ago. I think our funk and our fever kind of rubbed off on the Bucks a little bit during that process. But honestly, I think with some of the guys, the preparation that we've been doing since 2018, because we announced the team in 2018, and of course to kick off in 2020. But of course, due to COVID, we couldn't do that. So now all of my players, my coaches are so excited about getting out there and making that debut. Until, man, I think, some of the guys right now are ready to tackle, run through a wall if we ask them to. So, and then to have that winning atmosphere, to be in this winning atmosphere with the Bucks winning, the Lightning winning, the Rays were winning. I think even our soccer team did pretty good this season as well. So, we're excited to kind of, put the icing on the cake for the Tampa Bay area for championship.
Hunter, you have to understand, the Tampa Tornadoes and Alton, he has done an incredible job. And you heard from Coach Bryson last week. He's the same way. He has been so involved in the community, and he was going to launch, like you said, in 2020. And week one, I think we're the only league that was fortunate enough to play a game last season. But he was scheduled to launch his season week 2. and then the COVID was just too much. So he had this entire build up for last year, and I'm going to ask him a little bit to share some of the things he's done, because he's made incredible inroads, I should say, in that Tampa community, and he's so well respected. And I'm just so happy to have him as a partner in this league, as an owner, and as a general manager, and all the things he does.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Well, some of the things that we have kind of prided ourselves with was building champions on and off the field, not only with our players but in the community. We've adopted also a saying of each one, reach one, teach one. So each one of us has to reach someone and teach someone some of the things that we've also learned in our past in order to be successful, be it in a football atmosphere, baseball, being a garbage man. We want our community to know that, we're there for them, just like we want them to be there for us during the season and during the off season. When this pandemic kind of hit us, myself, my organization, and my players, we got together, we fed the homeless, we made tornado masks for everybody. We gave out masks. We did as much as possible that we could possibly do to set our roots here in Tampa. With me being born and raised here, I wanted people to know that, it wasn't just for the publicity. It wasn't just for the, oh, if you do this for me, I'll do this for you. It was nothing like that. I was always taught, if you do something in secret, God will reward you openly. And that's what we tried to do. We fed, Tony, of course, we've given away 200 to 500 turkeys every year from 2018 to this past Thanksgiving. We've adopted families. My old high school and junior high school, we've they named a room after me and stuff, and we're doing things for my high school. So we're very, very deep in the community here in Tampa, and we're going to spread out. We're going to not only stay in the Tampa Bay area, but we're going to go to the Sarasota, Bradenton area, the Pinellas County area, the Pasco County, and now to the Polk County area. So we have a lot of plans for the near future, man, and I'm so excited about what we're doing and the people who I have following me to help me along this journey.
Hunter,
that's amazing.
I'm sorry, Hunter. You've mentioned, many times you've asked me about the people, our owners and coaches, and we try to, and their involvement in the community.
Yes,
last week you heard a lot about that. I tell you about, I want to say it was about 2 months ago, I actually was down in Tampa for about a week and had spent time to be shown around, some of the things he's doing, and all of the people, no matter what owner you're speaking about in our league, and our coaches, they're just very, very humble people.
Yes.
And they do it because it's the things they do it for the right reasons. Let me put it that way. And, getting to see, he has, the school system has named things after him in the community because he's just been helping students. That's a tribute. And he's not going to say it again because he's so humble, but they've named, was it a room or a wing or the fields after you? And that's, the Tampa school system, that's not a small school system. And he's received a lot of honors because of his commitment to the community and to the youngsters and to students, and just it's amazing. He doesn't stop, and that's the type of people that I'm fortunate to be surrounded by, no matter what team you speak of.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's just a blessing, man. Being born and raised here, I had the opportunity with growing up where I grew up and how I grew up. I had the opportunity to know how I feel to have a lot of everything and a lot of nothing. So, I try to put myself in everyone's place. I have I don't, like you said, Tony, I really don't like to talk about me as much, but, with me being born and raised here and everybody who is surrounding me because of the relationship we've had throughout the years with my coaching staff, with my partners, my players and I have had the opportunity to be together without getting on the football field as much, but we had the opportunity to be together and kind of do things together. We went and played golf together. We're setting up other things as of right now, And the best part about being in this position for me, honestly, is being able to get in the lives of people and be able to change somebody's life for the better. If it's one person that I can change, or one person that we can reach, I feel real good about it. And it was obvious, it was visible, because we've had people in our organization and people connect with our organization that were in a very bad way. And because my players talked with them, my players actually went to these people's house, picked them up and took them shopping, or took them to this place or that place or whatever. Man, it was just a beautiful thing. And to see it and hear how that player or that staff member impacted another person, to the point to where we've had several people that were contemplating suicide. And because of some of the things that my players and coaches did for these people, they end up, changing their minds and now living a wonderful life. So that's what this is about, using the platform to better people's lives. And that's what we kind of focus on here in Tampa.
Absolutely, and it's good. You to be able to use the organization to make a positive impact on people's lives.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We have a question in the chat, and I'm kind of curious about it myself. It was like, so where are the games? So is the schedule ready yet?
The schedule is complete. I'm going to release the schedule on Friday. Tickets are currently on sale. This season, of course, everyone who follows us know that we were scheduled to play at the Florida State Fairgrounds, but due to the pandemic and some scheduling issues and other things, we changed our home venue from the Florida State Fairgrounds to the RP Funding Center in Lakeland. That will be the new home of the Tornadoes, man, and it's in Polk County compared to Hillsborough County, which is only 25 minutes east of where we were going to play. But different counties, of course, with the pandemic, allows different things to happen. Like the fairgrounds was saying one thing, the RP Funding Center opened their doors and gave us so much love to do something else. And now we're allowed to have 2,000 fans in the building as it stands right now, but that could open up more by the time the season kicks off. But our schedule will be up on social media and on our website. Of course, the league site as well very soon, but we will post it this Friday. But everything is great, man. We start training camp February the 15th. All the guys will report and be ready to go. First home game is March the 13th.
All right. That's good. I'm sure the fans are going to be happy to hear this.
Yes, sir, man. We're excited, man. I mean, I know if any of my players are watching this, and I know my coaching staff and everything, and I'm going to talk about those guys shortly. But if any of the players are listening, I know they will co-sign on this, that, man, they have been ready to play since last year. I mean, we were 2 days away from going to Louisville to play the Extreme, and their venue shut down. And then next 2 days after that, the state of Florida shut down. So, we were like ready to go. So I know these guys, man, are like nipping at the bus just for practice. And my coaching staff, man, we have some of the best coaching staff in all of arena football. I've said it from the beginning. You guys have played some arena film before the show started, but we have some of the pioneers, some of the original arena football greats that's in the AFL Hall of Fame right now as on my coaching staff, with Stevie Thomas, that's a AFL Hall of Famer, which is ranked number 10 or number 12 of all of the arena football players to ever play. You have Freddie Solomon Jr. He's my receivers coach and assistant coach that was with the Storm and the Philadelphia Eagles, broke all kind of records with the Storm. And then we have Tracy Sanders. Tracy, of course, played at Florida State, played for the Buffalo and I think Green Bay. And then of course Carl Watts. We have Carl, all of these guys. Carl Watts went to University of North Carolina, played with the Storm as well. But if you see Carl now, and I tell him this every time, if you see him now, he was a lineman. He was like 300 and something pounds. If you see Carl right now, he looks like a receiver. He's ready to go. I mean, he's ready to play. He's lost that much weight and is in that much shape. But it goes to show the discipline and the and the hard work that my coaching staff put towards themselves, because that's where that's the era that they're from. They played when arena football first began and the players were going both ways. So they're going to demand the best out of all of the players that we have. And so that, again, is one of the things that excites myself and my players, because I just can't wait to see what they do once they get out there with players and coaches of that caliber.
All right. I also, you're speaking about people keeping an eye on it. We got a comment actually in the chat. Tampa Bay Tornadoes winning the AAL this year. Is that the expectation?
Oh man, come on now. Come on, listen. Hold on. You see this? I'm gonna show y'all what else since ain't none of the other coaches watch. This right here is the playbook for the year. This is the winning playbook right here. We knew it was the winning playbook back in 2018. You know, and you see what it say. It say take cover, baby, because we coming. We ain't playing. We don't go into anything expected to come in second place or to lose. I don't even go to sleep and think I'm gonna have a dream that I done lost something in my dream. I'm a win. I'm a winner. You know, so that's our mindset.
That's the best mindset to have.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But you know what, Hunter, I can verify. You know, I was down there for a week with Alton and the staff and all that, and they all have this great attitude. Everybody's on the same page. You know,
yes,
whether Stevie, it doesn't matter. They're all just great people, and that's again fortunate in the AL. That's part of being the AL, and Alton and people, anybody associated with the Tampa Tornadoes is the same way. I can attest to that firsthand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I was gonna ask, what are like some of the like challenges that you've had to face getting them ready for the season in general, coming with COVID, obviously shutting down so much?
Some of the challenges that I faced is, you know, sponsorship. Businesses are not really opening themselves up at like that now with the pandemic until things are figured out, because with Tampa or here in the area where we had an XFL team, we had an AAF team, and then the AFL shut down. So people are like, you know, are you guys going to be around? Are you going to be around due to COVID? Are you going to be around due to stuff shutting down or this, that, and the other, so on and so forth? So sponsorship has been a real challenge. Finding places to practice other than inside the arena has been a challenge, because again, with the pandemic, there are certain restrictions we have to follow in regards to how many people can be in one space at one time, and so on and so forth. So that was part of another reason for us to move to Polk County, so we can go follow a different set of rules. But I will say that we are taking every precaution that we possibly can in light of everything that's going on. Like when our players come to training camp in a couple of weeks, each one of them has to submit a negative COVID test 3 days prior to reporting to camp. And then when they arrive here, we also have them to take another test and things as well. So the COVID situation that's kind of affecting everyone at this time, that's one of the main things that really is slowing us down, because it not only affects us being in the entertainment business, but it's also affecting other businesses to the point to where they can't stretch their advertising dollar like they normally can. So that, and of course, you know, with us, that's kind of how we kind of survive, with sponsorship and with fans being able to come to the games.
Hunter, you know, one of the things that we repeatedly speak about, and I know, you know, I'm so redundant about this, but it's the truth. You know, I'll use Alton and the Tornadoes is a perfect example. I was down there a month or so ago, and we're doing a walkthrough through the arena, and I'm meeting the staff, and I'm asking them questions, they're asking me questions, and I arrive home, and when I get home, all of a sudden, the arena is no more because of the COVID. And you know, you talk about persevering. So now he has to start at ground zero, and he has to find a whole new arena. And he's been selling this for 2 years. You know, he was, you know, Alton was smart. he started the process back in probably January 18, and he waited a year and over a year to plan this and market this, and now he can't play in his first season, which is 2020, and now this is the rug's pulled out from under him, and he persevered and he fought, and he went and he got another arena, and there's a lot of love for him in Lakeland, believe me. But he's not alone in this, because as many times as I said, hey, I think I'm getting the schedule out, I can tell you, and he knows it, because I share this with him, and I share this with all of our owners. We, on a daily basis, we have owners that call me and say, hey, we might have a problem. And one of the things, the way we've addressed this as a league, is we have tried to actually push back. We're not pushing the whole season back. We're trying to push as many opening days into April as possible. And ironically, since we spoke last week with our Charlotte Thunder team, they've taken their 2 first home games in March, and we've had to push it back later into the season. And that's not, they're not alone. That's what most of the teams are having to do right now. Because I think Tampa and San Antonio are the only 2 teams that are playing in March. The rest of them, West Michigan, I've been on a conversation with them, and now they're going to push their season. They're going to change their March dates, and St. Louis also, and we're going to get them later in the season, because this is out of our hands. This is out of our hands. It's frustrating for us. It's frustrating for everybody. And Alton could attest, it's frustrating for sponsors and coaches and players, everybody involved. But unfortunately, it's out of our hands.
Yes, sir.
So in general, what could you tell us like key players to keep an eye on with the Tornadoes?
The Tornadoes, the whole team. The whole team.
You wanted a straight answer.
I'm gonna be honest with you. My whole team, and I'm not even just talking about the players, my coaches, the coaching staff to start, because the players are going to reflect them. But if I had to name a few players or whatever, I would say, Breon Carnes, my quarterback, Jonell Barnes, Rico Brown, my 2 receivers. I have Alec out of New York. He's coming in. He's a big fullback linebacker. I have Demetrius, 6'6", 250 tight end / receiver. That was currently in the spring league, but now he's coming. Arthur Hobbs, that was with the Tampa Bay Storm and San Diego Chargers and a few other arena teams. Sean Henderson. I mean, be honest with you, man, I can name again. My whole team is the players to watch. We're gonna be so competitive because of the caliber of athlete we have, and we're gonna be so competitive because of the caliber of coaches we have. My job really, once the venue and everything and stuff is done, my job is easy from that point on, because my coaching staff are so efficient and persistent in what they demand and what they do, that I'll just, sit in my little skybox, man, and just watch the festivities and watch it happen. But to answer your question, the players to watch, man, is the whole Tornado team.
Well, I understand. I just figured we would get a few shout outs for them in case they're watching.
Man, like I say, Breon Carnes, Rashard Simmons, Arthur Hobbs, Rico Brown, Jonell Barnes, Ramel Workman. Let me see. Some of my big fellas, Dorian Bentley, Bentley Easy, my hamburger across that line, man. A lot of the guys I don't know them by their first name, but those few guys that I named, I know are going to make a lot of noise, especially on my defensive side. My defense is going to be so strong. Murray, Joe Buck, a lot of the guys, man. We're going to have a good time, man. You see, you guys got to come down to Tampa, come to one of our training camps and kind of see for yourself, man. As a matter of fact, you can come and do a show live from there if you want. And I'm telling you, if you blink your eye, you're going to miss something. It will be, it's going to be a show. I'm giving my players the opportunity, and Tony probably gonna find me during the season or whatever, but it's all right. But I'm gonna give my players the opportunity when they score a touchdown, man, let's dance. I might come down on the field and dance with you. I'll pay the fine. If I'm gonna pay the fine, I'm gonna do the crime. And I'm so behind my players and my coaches, I get out there and do the crime with you. I'm gonna dance with you. So it's one of those things, man. We're gonna have a good time with all of the bad that's going on with the pandemic and all this other stuff. The community and the people, not only here in Tampa, but around the country, everyone needs something positive. When the NFL is done and the NFL fans didn't get an opportunity to really go to the games and stuff this year, so we can be that opportunity. We can be the opportunity for the fans to actually go out and have a good time, be it, 2,000 or 1,000 or whatever. So I'm really excited about the upcoming season and to get out there with my players. And that's everything for me. That's everything for me. The hard work and the perseverance that we had to go through to make this happen. And we're, with the guys that I didn't name to you guys, because the whole team is just so talented. You have to just come for yourself, man, and just like interview people yourself and pick your favorite player. Because my favorite player is the whole darn team.
Do we have a question for Tony? Will there be live feeds of the games?
Yes. Yes, in fact, some of our teams are actually working on local TV contracts as we speak. Alton is working on right now. We've been in discussions about production companies and all of that. We're actually in a conversation with a few national sports networks to hopefully have broadcast nationally. But if we don't, a number of our teams will be on the local NBC channels, CW channels. I think one team is in discussions with their local ABC channel. So the games will also be streamed.
Okay. Obviously, I want to check out some of these games too, but I never know what channel to find them on.
Yes.
Well, I tell you what I did in I did the last 2 years. The week prior to it, I put it up on our website, and I put it on social media pages. What the upcoming games are that week. I do a week to week, and then where it's being the game. So hypothetically, the Tornadoes are playing Indianapolis. Okay, the Indiana Enforcers. Okay, so I'll put that game down and I'll put where it can be seen.
Okay.
But I do that the week of the games.
So obviously, being in Florida, a lot of talent in the state. So how much of like an in-state presence would you say is on the roster?
About right now, about 90%. We have coming into camp from out of state. We have 10 guys coming into camp from out of state. Matter of fact, I'm lying. We have 8 guys. We have 2 or 3 guys coming from South Florida and a couple of guys from North Florida. But out of state, our team really consists of about 90% or a little bit over of Florida athletes.
That's good.
Yes, sir.
Definitely the best talent in the country.
Yes, sir. Man, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a show. You gotta come. Where are you from?
Lake City.
Oh, you're in Lake City? Man, listen, if you don't come to one of our games, man, I know something. You right down the street.
That's 2.5 hours.
Man, that's nothing. That's nothing. Come on down. I'll put you up in a nice hotel, man, so you come to one of the practices and all that stuff, and you come out there and have a good time with us.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm putting you on the spot on your show. Uh-huh.
We'll have to figure that out sometime.
Yes, sir.
Hunter,
yes, sir.
Hunter, you asked for it and you got it.
But Hunter, I'm just being honest with you, man. I'm just so I'm so happy that we get the opportunity to play. I'm glad that you guys have this platform set up to hear and learn about the positive things in the sport. And that's what a lot of other organizations, a lot of other podcasts like this and stuff, they talk about a lot about the bad or what they feel is sneaky or whatever, but nobody really wants to talk about the good and the positive, because there's a lot of things that goes on behind the scenes of making an arena football team or a football league that a lot of people don't know about. And some things turns out perfect, some things don't. It's just like everything in life, and it don't necessarily has to be that somebody was trying to do something negative, but it just didn't turn out that way. I have been blessed to have people on my behind me and with me that when I make a mistake, they pick me up and help me go along. So I applaud you and Chase for doing what you do, man, because it's a thing that I think a lot of people need to hear and need to see. That it's not easy to do this, especially we don't have that NFL money, that $11 billion and stuff, that they have, and so on and so forth. So to be able to do it at this level and to be able to do what you do, man, I want to applaud you guys. And because I won't open my house to any old body. So for me to open my house up to you, man, it's out of respect and everything for you and what you're doing. So again, I appreciate everything that you do for the sport of arena football.
And you don't have to, and you allowed him to speak about some of his players and where they came from. You heard some of them that have some NFL ties, as I've been speaking about, and he mentioned some of his players have some background with NFL experience and D1 players, and that's the level across the board. You heard the same thing last week. And as we go from team to team, and you're going to hear it, the consistent thing. Hey, this guy used to play for. As he mentioned, one of his players was with the Chargers. And I forgot the Eagles, I think he said. Alton said, but, that's the level we have. That's the level we have. And when fans come out, they're going to see, again, former NFL players. We've had Super Bowl starters play in our league. We've had all-pro players playing in our league. So, that's what you come out and see and have fun doing it.
Yes, sir.
Any announcements on either of y'all's side y'all want to bring up as we head towards the last portions of the show?
Tony, I'll let you go first, Tony.
Well, I spoke about the schedule, which is a thorn in my side as it is everybody else's, and where we're at with that. My announcement really, and Alton shared it before about having him transition into the Lakeland Center, which Lakeland has a long history of arena football, and they have, and I've had prior to Alton moving there, and we have some big plans that we're working on for the future, not only for Lakeland but the Tampa area, because he hasn't lost his ties to Tampa. He's from Tampa, and we have a much bigger picture as we plan for the future. But I'm not being specific here, but Alton is well respected in both cities, and I had conversation with Lakeland. They wanted to know, hey, what can we do to get an AL team here? And ironically, it ended up working out. It was because of the virus, but it worked out well, and I am so happy that they have opened him with open arms, and they've treated him and the Tornadoes in great fashion. They really have.
Yes, sir. For me, just only thing I really want to put out there and have people watching out for, man, we get ready to make a lot of announcements in regards to the schedule, as we spoke about earlier, in regards to the venue. I have a promo team that's assembled now. They're going to be getting out, so we're revamping and redoing our whole social media image, as well as our website. So all of those new things will be launched very soon to promote the team, to promote things going on in the community and the players and things of that nature. So I just want to tell everybody to just be on the lookout for that. We will highlight a player of the week, a fan of the week, or someone in the community. I also have a Sunday chapel service that runs every Sunday from 3 to 4 that we put on Facebook Live, on our live, to talk to the people, the players, and everything. And we have fans in the Philippines, in Africa, as well as in the Bahamas that watches that every Sunday. So this what we're doing is bigger than me, bigger than us, and more than just about football. And in the upcoming months, all of our fans and all of the people that are interested in arena football will learn that and learn about the Tornadoes and our players and staff.
I think he does his Sunday afternoon. He does it with an old friend of mine, former New York Jet and actually Super Bowl New York Jet. Yeah,
Yes.
69. But Earl Christie is part of his Sunday chapel group, and Earl is a very educated and entertaining person.
Yes.
And he has he has a long storied history. But again, being part of those 69 Jets, he was a defensive back on our team. And he's an old friend of mine. And it's ironic that Alton and him have bonded, and he is a huge supporter of the Tampa Tornadoes and Alton. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But
Yes,
appreciate, because he's seen all the things he's done in the
Yes,
community.
sir. Yes, sir.
Super Bowl with the Jets, that makes him an old school legend in a special way.
Yes, sir. And we have Dexter Jackson, which when the Bucks won the Super Bowl against the Raiders, Dex, he's a good friend of mine and a supporter of ours as well. So we have a lot of NFL ties here that they support the team, and you'll be seeing them at the games and so on and so forth, and on our social media and everything as well. So we have a lot of great things in the near future that Tony and I will be able to sit down with you in the next few week or so, or a month or so, and share with you guys as well. So the league is going in a very positive direction, and I couldn't be more happier and excited about what's coming ahead.
Before we wrap up here, it's not my idea, but we have a question for Tony of how did you lose his championship belt?
Well, it's a funny thing. I never lost it. I retired. For the sake of my family, outvoted me. You know what they're referring to, Hunter?
I have no idea. John asked me to go forward with asking it.
How did John find out about it? Yes, and I actually have a picture of me with my championship belt. Yes, I am a former pro wrestler. I wrestled with guys like Jake the Snake and Jim the Anvil Neidhart and Greg the Hammer Valentine, Bushwhackers, who are from that area, and Terry Funk, Fabulous Muda. The list goes on and on and on. And I never lost it. I just retired because the salvation of getting my brains beat in, although I was the champion, my brains are beat in on a weekly basis. And if you like, Hunter, I could take 5 steps to the side and I can show you a picture of me with the championship belt.
Well, they asked for it. Let's go ahead.
Okay, here we go. I'm sure Alton, it's funny because you know how it started. One of our owners, Casey Carter, his daughter told him, Dad, I recognize his name, and and so she brought it to his attention, and he asked me the magical question, and I answered it for him. So I don't know if I can do this because I have this backdrop. Can you see it? Or you can only see the backdrop?
It keeps coming. Like it came in for a second, but you may have to hold it on your shoulder or something.
Oh, that's a great idea. Let's see if I can do that. Hold on. Oh, here's a good one. But I could do with the 2 bodyguards that were always okay. Can you see it?
I saw something.
There it is.
Yeah, I think
How's that?
There you
we
go.
see it.
How's that?
Good.
Yes, sir.
Got it?
Got you.
So yeah, it's live.
Tony,
It happened. I don't know
so
who's
any
asking that
closing
question, but what's that?
it was let's see, Irvin Bryson.
Tell him thanks a lot for sharing that.
Okay, so any closing thoughts before we finish up here for what's been a very fun episode?
Wait, listen, how do you top that? Bet, Alton, it's all yours.
Oh man, I'm good, man. I just, like I say, I just appreciate you guys having me on. Anything I can do for any of you guys, just give me a shout. Let me know. I'm excited about the future of the AAL. I'm excited for the 2021 season. To my other arena football brothers, Mr. Bryson, Casey, all the guys in the AAL, man. At the end, we're competitors on the field, but we're businessmen all the time. So I think that's one of the things that kind of keep us all together, man. And I really appreciate all of those fellas, man. And I'm just ready to get started.
Hunter, you've met two of our owners, and you see the type of camaraderie we have. So when we have a staff meeting, you can only imagine how long it takes with all the personalities and us just having fun. That's the people, and I keep saying the same thing to you, unless you experience it, which you've been fortunate enough to do, the type of people I'm fortunate to be surrounded by. You know, we got rid of the trash, and we have good people on board.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you for all the people joining us, and I'm sure we're going to have a lot of people having some laughs on the replays of it too.
Yes, sir. That's what it's about. That's what it's about.
Absolutely. Absolutely.